So there's a little experiment I'm running on myself. This is my third day doing it. I did it yesterday. I'm trying not to do 2 days in a row, but I want to try something new today. So hypoventilation training, not a whole lot of stuff about it. A lot of it comes from the Soviet years in Russia and from some swimmers in the US in the 70s. There's some studies on it recently, but the goal basically is hopefully by doing very little work, very hard work, but little work, it'll make me more efficient at repeated hard efforts, which is what Jiu-jitsu typically is. So what I'm doing basically, I experimented the first 2 days with kind of figuring out what distances and time domains I want to use. What's up, Sam? But today, I think I've kind of figured out where I want to start out. So I'm going to do 100-meter sprints on the skier behind me here with 2 minutes of rest. And basically what hypoventilation training is you're holding your breath as you're doing the exercise, breathing normally, I guess, in the rest periods. So basically what I'm going to do, there's different ways of doing it. There's a high pulmonary volume, so basically taking a big breath and holding it, and there's a low pulmonary volume, which is taking a big breath, exhaling about halfway, and holding there, which is I decided to do because most of the science shows that's the most efficient. Thrall's not taking me out, he couldn't. But yeah, so I'm gonna set this up now. It's very difficult. Do not try this at home. It is, if you have heart conditions, it could kill you. Raise your blood pressure quite a bit. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, all the science says it should have some effect. It's not for necessarily cardiovascular endurance, but getting good at sustaining periodic heart efforts. Yeah. So I'm gonna set up, so 100 meters with 2 minutes of rest in between. The first day I did 100 meters with 2 minutes of rest at a medium pace. Yesterday I did it with 110 meters. I'm trying to, progressive overload it with only a minute rest at a hard pace, and that was a little too much. What's up, Go-Go? So today it's gonna be 100 meters, hard pace, and 2 minutes of rest. So more rest, harder pace, which I think is gonna be the way to do it. Literally, I've been looking up, there's no one really talking about it and how to do it. So like I said, we just joined holding breath during the movement. So it's up real quick. I did a few warm-up ones, just some short, about 10 pulls, holding my breath, so really easy. Also, I'm doing quite well. Who said that? Samuel. So let me set this up real quick. We'll see. In swimmers, it has shown in a very brief amount of time, like 6 weeks, to show a significant improvement in their repeated effort endurance. So should do something. So I have the damper here in case you're wondering. I have it set at 8. A lot of times when I'm doing sprints, you were saying? A lot of times when I'm doing sprints, I'll have it at 10, but I'm a little lighter than I normally am. I'm down to like 216 today. So I've cut a lot of weight, mostly for jiu-jitsu. And also I don't want to be, these aren't full out sprints, so I'll be going about a 135 pace, which for me is like pretty fucking slow. Like I can hit like a 108, 109 pace on here, if you know anything about these. But yeah, so I'm taking one big breath before each one, exhaling halfway, holding my breath the entire way through the sprint. So here we go. So that was 18 seconds. Not very long to hold your breath, but it's when you're going hard, it's so my average pace there was 129. It's a little faster than I meant to go, but first one. So I'm gonna do 5 of these only, not very many. But part of the reason I want to do this is to get as much out of doing as little as possible. It doesn't look hard. It's purely hard on the breathing. Like, that pace for me, like I said, is not very fast. It's like 60-70% effort, but it's just not being able to breathe the whole time. First one's not bad at all. by the fifth, it gets pretty rough. So we'll see. I should say this is after the end of my normal workout, but so starting easy. I'm gonna try to add 10 meters when I feel comfortable to. Like I said, it's on the dangerous side of things you can do, but oh, you're ready. Oh, you probably should be watching my channel then, man. A lot of foul language. All right, we got 35 seconds. So, like I said, this is purely building up basically resistance to carbon dioxide. Is the point of it. I'll link some studies at the end, maybe after uploads and everything, where to look. But we go round 2. 10 seconds. That was boring as shit to watch. I wouldn't watch this either. It's amazing how makes it pretty hard at the end. So just hop down, do these intervals, hold my breath the entire interval. Oh, don't fucking hawk your TikTok, man. Sorry, I shouldn't talk shit. But yeah, 15 for 16 is in tired. It's a lot of reps, man. 3 more of these. I think the low pulmonary volume is the way to go with these. So like I said, big breath in, exhale about halfway, a relaxed exhale, and then you go. That was 18 seconds again, so it's pretty short hold, like 18-second breath hold, not long. Basically start feeling the urge to breathe with about like 10 meters left right now. So the point's not taking this to the absolute point of passing out where you absolutely need to breathe, but to get near that point. It's pretty good though. Definitely, it's interesting. We'll see if this has any effect. It should, theoretically, on my repeated effort endurance. It's a lot of volume, man. You're doing one set like that, or you're just like going ham on them, or what? Just 3 more of these. No, 5. Actually, I'm doing 5 sets of these. 30 seconds of going again. So it was about, most of my pulls were at 129 pace per 500 meters. So not super fast. That's on the sprinting side of things, but nothing crazy. So again, if you just hop down, each one of these I'm holding my breath the whole way. Got 10 seconds. 1 big breath, exhale halfway, hold it until it's done. 3 seconds. Oh, it's hard. Third one is where it starts getting a little tough. It's supposed to be a mental battle, honestly, because the urge to breathe starts creeping in earlier and earlier. But we'll see. Last time yesterday I went to these, tried getting little tingles in my legs, which I was like, a little sketch. It's a little hard talking to you guys doing, but. One is working more than the other. Do some Bulgarian split squats, man. Put the weight on the right in front of your back leg, just on that side. It's gonna load up your glutes in a way. Have a lot of care over your squats. That's the way to do them. Especially if you're feeling balance pushing. It's a good way to load them. Was that 3, right? Okay, 2 more. Doing reverse lunges. It's good too. I can purely for squat carryover. I prefer the ball carrying for squat because it takes the back leg out of the equation more, but lunges are good too. Backward stepping ones, I'm assuming you're referring to that. Which are better than forward stepping, that's not good. I think those are kind of silly to be honest. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. This is round number 4. This is where it gets harder. 5 seconds. I feel faster than the last few. Oh. That's fine. I mean, too strong. Was a big proponent of the ball against the squat. Major detriment. Hope to do something because they're pretty miserable. And the 2-minute rest period is good. I think I'm going to stick with that and increase the distance. Try to keep the pace about the same. I don't want to go ham bone like finish it in 10 seconds. Definitely feels easier today than it did the last few times. But again, it's only my 3rd time doing it. I'm just fully experimenting. Definitely the blood pressure gets pretty high during it. It's fine too, because like when I used to run track in high school a long time ago, but like I mostly did 2s and 4s, but I did the occasional 100 meter. But I typically wouldn't breathe during that because it's pointless. Just makes you more efficient not breathing in something that's short. But just when you go a little bit over that time domain, it starts getting a little hard. Nice, what are your PRs? What was your new bench PR? 15 seconds going in. That's one. So you can see my fingers, how you can see here, they're white. That's probably hard to see in the camera, but it's starting to come back now. It's interesting, it doesn't take much. 500 meter sprints, that's it. Like I said, do not try this at home. It is relatively dangerous. On the scale of cardio being dangerous. How's that? Almost second rep. So 1.5 reps. The thing with heavy like doubles and stuff, you really gotta, it's harder to stay concentrated. Fingers are back to normal. Oh, that's good. Definitely interesting sensations that happen during it. I've been doing quite a bit of breath holding stuff lately. So I kind of got back into a variation of the Wim Hof method, which thing is honestly helped my jiu-jitsu a lot. Hasn't opened, not officially, but there's been some rolling happening. Some of the ones in the area have, but the county lives in is pretty strict, and so we have a small group of guys at a location doing stuff. But so yeah, messing me. Sorry I've been so out of it. It's been hectic as shit lately. I'll see you, man. Yeah, so that's hypoventilation training, at least the start of it. I'm hoping to get up to around between 2 and 250 meters, which would be around like a, I don't know how long that'd be. So it'd be like 45 seconds about at the end, a 45-second hold. If I was going the same pace I was going today, slightly less, I guess, 42 seconds. Which I think would be pretty incredible. I think at some point I'm gonna have to extend the rest periods once the sprint periods increase. But yeah, pretty good. Third day doing it. I think that's the ticket. A little bit decently fast pace, decently long rest period. That's about it. How much does your strength help jiu-jitsu? Definitely helps. I mean, my grip strength is off the fucking charts compared to most people. I don't think I have like the greatest grip on the planet by any means, but definitely for jiu-jitsu it's helped a lot, especially with in gi. I mean, I was in no gi too. Like, for example, we're doing no gi yesterday, and where I was rolling with a guy and we kept pushing positions, but I had his wrist, I was holding his wrist, and every position we switched to it was still a good grip to have, so I didn't let go of it, because the way I roll, if I have a grip that I like, I'm gonna keep it. So I just like squeezed the shit out of his wrist and he couldn't do anything. I just controlled his arm completely, and he was trying to like wiggle out of it. So it definitely helps. You're able to get away with certain things, which I think is both an advantage and a problem, because you start, when you're like learning and you rely on it a lot, which I did when I first started, then it's hard to like get out of that habit, I guess. So a lot of times, like lately especially, I've been trying to purposely not use my strength, because the strength is always going to be there compared to like the average jiu-jitsu competitor. I'm fucking eons above their strength level. These are guys my size. So I purposely try not to use strength. But yeah, so it's nothing. It's I saw it was like a meme. It's a terrible fucking meme. It's not even a meme. It's just a thing. But it was like a wise brown belt once told me that using your strength is still winning. So I think there's some people who like say like, oh, you're strong as an insult in jiu-jitsu. Not where I roll, but I've seen it online a lot. It's like, you just won because you're strong. It's like, okay, you can get strong too. Like, you can go to the fucking gym and lift weights. So I think that's like a bad excuse that weak people use, honestly. But I definitely in some ways shoot myself in the foot, because I train several of the guys at my gym. I'm taking a street fight. Mike Tyson, of course. I guess fucking Mike Tyson. But yes, I make them stronger, which makes it harder for me, but I mean, it's good for everyone. It's good for me, obviously. I'm hoping to do a competition in November. We'll see if it's still on. It looks like they have some like COVID testing protocols that they're gonna have in place, but I'm not sure how feasible it is for, Sam, chill a little bit. I'm not gonna do it right now. Probably pretty soon though. I gotta fucking go eat. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping. But yeah, it's been good. I should have a private lesson this morning, which is good. I think I try to do them once in a while. Like, I try to do like one a month about, so you just work on some shit that you have. Like my half guard's like probably my weakest link. I'm a half guard from the bottom. So I did drilled a bunch of shit today with that. I'm sure my half guard stuff's shitty. I don't know. It says. But yeah, attacking a half guard would fucking crush. Could be on top of the half guard, I should say, I guess. But yeah. Dance Street's Mr. Miyagi from the Karate Kid. Brock Lesnar with a sharp stick. I would take Brock Lesnar over most people in a street fight. Mostly just because I think a lot like the intimidation factor. Also, like, even like when he's off gear, he's still like fucking gigantic, actually. Like, I think he's 6'4", and like traps start like up here. Let's go straight down. So, yeah, take Brock, but you can't discount Mr. Miyagi. I rewatched the Karate Kid series. I watched it when I was on YouTube first. The new show, or Cobra Kai, I should say. Fucking awesome. It's way better than has any right to be. I enjoy it. My nieces enjoy it too, so that's kind of cool. Something that I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get going. Then I need to fucking eat. The shit's exhausting in a weird way. It's like there's like a lactic acid build, but it's not the same as like a normal one. If it is like just like a normal hard skiing workout or whatever, you can feel like you're not getting oxygen, which is interesting. It's like a different sensation of like just breathing hard. It's just different. Yeah, it should hopefully have some effect. I'll keep you posted. I think when these hypoventilation sessions start getting a little longer and harder, I'll film one again. I mostly do this myself, obviously. My YouTube channel is not for anyone specifically. Just for me to look back on. I'd like to see how much it improves, and like hoping to see some pretty drastic improvement, like a noticeable, not drastic, but it's a noticeable improvement. So we'll see. Thanks for watching this boring fucking video, guys. I love you all. Spay and neuter your pets. I'll see you.